Hello brilliant minds. Welcome back to our channel where we help you excel in your exams and sharpen your writing skills. If you're preparing for the West African Examinations Council English Language Exam, this video is just for you. Today, we are going to master one of the most popular essay types in West African Examinations Council English Language Exam, narrative writing. Specifically, we'll learn how to write a story that ends with the sentence, "I never knew that such a thing could happen." Stay with me to the end because I'll also reveal what West African Examinations Council examiners are really looking for when they mark your essays. Let's dive in. We shall cover these in 3 parts. Part 1. Understand the question. First things first, West African Examinations Council examiners wants to see that you understand the question. You're asked to write a story that must end with the given sentence. That means your entire story needs to lead up to something surprising or unexpected. Part 2. This part contains the 5 golden rules for West African Examinations Council story writing. Rule 1. Start strong, set the scene. The opening of your story is like the opening scene of a movie. You must grab the reader's attention immediately. Describe the setting. Where is it happening? What time is it? What's the weather like? Bring the picture to life. Example, the wind howled through the empty streets as the first drops of cold rain hit Amina's skin. In the distance, thunder roared like drums of war. West African Examinations Council examiners love vivid openings that create mood and atmosphere. Rule 2. Create tension, introduce mystery or conflict. Every good story has a problem or something unusual that creates curiosity. Maybe your character faces danger, meets a stranger, or encounters something supernatural. Example, Amina almost ran past the shadowy figure until she heard the weak, shivering voice asking for help. Her heart pounded. Should she stop? This keeps the examiner glued to your story. Rule 3. Use dialogue and the 5 senses. Show. Don't just tell. Instead of simply stating facts, use dialogue and describe what your characters see, hear, feel, smell, or taste. Example, instead of, Amina was scared, say, her hands trembled as she whispered, who are you? The wind lashed against her skin like icy fingers. West African Examinations Council gives high marks for descriptive writing that brings emotions to life. Rule 4. End powerfully, tie back to the given sentence. Your story must naturally lead to the required ending. I never knew that such a thing could happen. That means the surprising event should feel believable within the world of your story. Example, as the villagers gathered, one whispered, he died 10 years ago. Amina's blood ran cold. The stranger had vanished. Only muddy footprints remained. She shivered, I never knew that such a thing could happen. Rule 5. Check grammar and spelling. Finally, no matter how good your story is, grammar, spelling, and punctuation matter. The West African Examinations Council examiners will mark you down for careless mistakes. So always take 5 minutes to review your work. Part 3. What West African Examinations Council examiners really want. Let me tell you exactly what the West African Examinations Council wants when they mark essays like this. 1. A story that follows instructions and ends as required. 2. Logical structure with a clear beginning, middle, and end. 3. Rich vocabulary and good sentence variety. 4. Originality, your own creative voice. 5. Neat writing with accurate language use. If you apply these tips, you not only impress the examiner, you'll score top marks. Here is a sample story to help you see how all these tips come together in a complete narrative. Story title, The Stranger in the Rain. The rain poured in sheets as Amina quickened her steps down the narrow, winding path. Her uniform clung to her skin, and the howling wind sent chills through her bones. The street lights flickered and the night seemed darker than usual. She regretted staying so late after school. Suddenly, through the curtain of rain, she spotted a figure hunched under a tree, a man, drenched, shivering, and barely visible in the storm's fury. Fear gripped her heart, but something deeper, compassion, pushed her forward. "Are you okay, sir?" she asked, her voice trembling. The man looked up with tired eyes. I can't find my house. It's been years. I need to find my family," he murmured. Without fully understanding why, Amina offered to help. They walked together, her umbrella barely shielding them from the downpour. The stranger's quiet voice guided her through lanes she barely knew until they reached a familiar house at the end of her street. She knocked. The door creaked open. An elderly woman stood frozen. Then she screamed and collapsed. Neighbors gathered as confusion filled the air. A voice whispered, "That man, he drowned in the river 10 years ago." Amina turned sharply, but the stranger had vanished. Only fading footprints in the mud remained. Her heart pounded in her chest as she whispered, "I never knew that such a thing could happen." And that's it for today, friends. Now you know how to craft a gripping story that ends with "I never knew that such a thing could happen." Hit the like button if you found this helpful, subscribe for more exam success tips, and drop a comment if you'd like me to cover other West African Examinations Council topics. Remember, your success is in your hands. Until next time, keep learning and keep shining.